welcome back to another episode of Shaihalffull. I'm your host Amani, and this is a guest episode. So today I have got this lovely, lovely girl, Heyam. Woo! How are you? How have you been?
I'm doing well. Love living life as always. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
I'm so excited to be here. Honestly.
Oh my god, how's your week been?
My week has been a lot of fun.
Nice.
I've had a good time. I've been studying, trying to get everything out of the way because now deadlines is almost up. But it was my mum's best friend's wedding over the weekend.
I saw your mum is a baddie, by the way. I saw like the videos. Baddie, I love it.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. She's got such a free spirit. And on that actual day, I didn't realize how much of a dancing machine she was.
No way.
Genuinely, when I tell you she was busting it out on the dance floor, having a great time with all her friends. Like I can see where I get my dancing genes from, like clearly. But yeah, it's been lovely. Just spending a lot of time like outside enjoying the sun.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's kind of been like my week summarized.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And you?
My week, God, it's been busy. I feel like I always say this actually. I'm trying to think of even like what I did this week. Like the thing is that I'm living day by day, guys.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I'm like, what did I do yesterday? Oh yeah, I just bed rotted. When I said I would clean the apartment, I didn't do anything. But no, it's been a chill week. Just like went into the office, I think maybe like twice or something, and it was fine. I don't think I did anything. Oh yeah, I recorded last week because I'm always recording. But yeah, that's
we
it.
love that. Getting the episodes out, which is great.
Facts.
Yeah.
So make sure to subscribe. Anyways.
Subscribe.
So this is a question I ask all the guests. What have you recently been grateful for?
Ooh. I have been grateful for the change in weather. I've been so grateful for the sun. I love being outside. I love having the sunshine on me. I feel like everyone's in a better mood. I'm definitely in a better mood. The days are a lot more longer. I just feel like there's just so much more to appreciate when the weather is good, and seeing all the different plants come out in bloom because it's now springtime. It's just been making me so happy. So yeah, that's one thing I've definitely been grateful for, because I hate winter. I've been counting down the days to some type of sun ever since the first day of winter has started, genuinely. So I'm truly grateful. Thank you.
Oh my God, I'm a winter lover. Sorry, don't cancel me, but I do love the winter. But the thing is that I love the winter, but only because of like the actual weather. Like I don't like it when it's too hot. Like I genuinely don't. I just feel like I can't take my skin off. I'm so uncomfortable.
Rain, slow,
okay, not
hail.
rain, not
like
rain.
It's always
but
raining
snow,
in the UK.
yes.
Like it's always cold, but it rains more than it snows.
Yeah, but like this is what I mean. Like just the actual like temperature. That's what I like. Like I like the cold. That's it. But when it comes to the summer, I really like the fact that the days are longer, because it really does make you more productive somehow. I don't know how.
It does.
Because like I think when in winter, 4 p.m. it's dark. You're like, all right, time to sleep.
3 p.m. What is? I wake up, it's dark. I leave, it's dark. What is that? What is that? What is that about?
What is that?
What's that about?
What's that about? No, but seriously, like wake up. As you said, it's dark. You go into like the office, you go into uni, whatever it is, and like you actually don't get any vitamin D, and that's why all of us have vitamin D deficiency.
Yeah.
All the all the baddies have vitamin D deficiency.
Oh my gosh. I'm like 7 shades lighter. I'm like, what is this? I'm like
Yeah.
grey and dull.
I literally go to tanning salons. It's bad. But literally, like, I just do it like once or twice in the winter because I just feel like I'm so light. Like, and I look like a bit sick, you know, because that's not my natural, like, skin tone, how it's supposed to be. Because I was supposed to be in Sudan. So, and if I was, I would have been a bit like more darker, more tan. Do you know what I mean?
Golden. You would
be golden.
Bronze. You would have been everything that you need to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the sun does to you.
Exactly.
However, you know what's funny? I had my first tanning salon maybe last year in wintertime as well.
Yeah.
Because like I grew up never really knowing that like black people would get tan. These.
Yeah.
And also because people are usually trying to become lighter instead of darker. And I love myself when I'm a lot more like brown.
Yeah.
So it was like my friend Casey, He's like the king of tan beds.
No way.
So he brought me to his area, like all the way south of London, and I was like, oh, is this what it is? Changing, getting into it. I was like, this is an experience.
Yeah,
I don't mind it, honestly. I would recommend if you're one of those people that like hate how ashy you get during winter. Yeah.
No, fact. The thing is that with the tanning salons, is like, yeah, it's nice to do it, but like, it's actually so dangerous to keep doing it. Like,
of course. Of course. Me and my friend, we call like the kind of groups of women that you can tell have had really bad like sun exposure to their skin. Leather ladies. My goodness.
Because
you can kind of just like see how bad these sunbeds have damaged them.
It's sad though.
I agree. No, it is. It is genuinely a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, please stay safe.
Stay safe. For real. Stay safe and just do tanning salons every now and again, and only in the wintertime. I don't think you need to do it in the summer. Unless, actually, who knows? You know what?
You have your life.
You have free will, man. I don't know why we're trying to
live your life.
We've got no PhDs
in moderation.
PhDs in tanning salons. Like, allow us, bro. Do what you want.
In moderation.
Fact. So, tell us about where you were born and where you grew up and what your cultural background is.
Okay, so my cultural background is that I am a proud Sudani.
Hey.
Like my sister over here. Get to know if you don't already know.
Yes,
And I was actually born in Amsterdam in the Netherlands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was born there and I grew up there up until I was 3.
Okay.
And then me and my mother, we moved over to the UK, and I was in Coventry from 3 up until maybe year 3. How old were you in year 3? 7, 8.
Okay.
And that's when I lived in London, and I've grown up in London like most of my life.
Okay.
Born and bred.
Yeah.
Not born and bred, but like bread. Not born and bred, but bread. Like I'm about. Like I'm used to London now. I'm a Londoner for a fact.
Oh my days, that's hilarious. So you don't speak like any Dutch or anything?
I speak just a bit. Like I know enough to have conversations and to get around places and to order. However, I'm not fluent in it. So whenever I've been going back to the Netherlands quite often.
Say I see you in Netherlands quite a bit.
Yeah, and I visit my family friends there, and my cousin, she's half Thai, she's half Sudanese.
Okay.
So I speak Arabic, the uncle, and then I speak like broken Dutch with my aunt. But it's been really interesting. It's been keeping me on my toes. That's for good. A fact, especially because this time I really wanted to develop on my Dutch and become a lot better. And I asked my cousin, like, okay, cool, can we please do this thing where we both just start speaking Dutch like as much as you can, because I know that's the best way to learn a new language, to truly like immerse yourself in it. And I would try to speak in whatever little Dutch that I could, and she would pick up my sentences for me, and I would like repeat it. So that's how we would essentially like communicate for a bit, and I picked up a lot in that week that I was there.
Oh, that's good.
So
yeah, to be fair, like me with French, I literally like always tell my boyfriend, like, you have to speak French with me, because otherwise like I will not be able to communicate with my parents.
It's true.
Obviously he always forgets. Side eye, I'm looking at him right now.
You have to remind him. Like even with my cousin, like sometimes she'd slip because she's so used to speaking to me in English.
Yeah, exactly.
It can happen. But that's why I'm like, oh, what is this word, please? And thank you very much. You got to tell me right now.
And it's funny, like when you said about the broken Dutch, like me, my French grammar is garbage, like genuinely garbage. Like I know a lot of vocab, but it's really hard for me to pick up on certain things.
It's because it's so different to the English language.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that like, for example, like me and my friend Maria, she's Ukrainian. So when she like was like, oh,
wait, sorry to cut you off. What background's your boyfriend from?
He's French.
Oh, he's just French.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, he's just.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like.
No, I get it. No, he's Serbian also. Yeah.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I really love that you're like going out of your way to try and learn a new language for your partner as well. I do think it's a very important thing.
And do you know what it is? The reason that I wanted to learn it, I saw this post, it actually made me cry, and it was just like, you will never understand the depth of your partner's emotions if you don't learn their native language. And then I just started crying. I was like, maybe like when we have these like discussions and stuff, I don't really know how you feel because like, you know, there's vocab that you can't think of in English.
Yes.
And yeah, I was just like, let's get on it, man. And also because of communicating with his parents and how they only speak French, that's like literally one of my biggest reasons as well. So that, you know, because we're always over to see them and stuff. But no, as I was saying, like my friend Maria, like she's Ukrainian, and we said, oh, like let's get a French tutor, like let's see, because by the way, we worked at a company and the head office was in France, so we were just like, you know, trying to communicate with our colleagues.
So good that you've got someone to help learn the language with. It also keeps you in check and holds you accountable.
Fact. I mean, we stopped now, but anyways.
Oh, it's okay. Hopefully you get it out.
No, we might. Yeah, we might. Yeah.
Okay,
who knows?
We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like she had this issue where like we, like the French language and the English language both have Latin letters. It is Latin, isn't it? I'm not like,
don't ask me, I don't
whatever.
know. I'm sorry.
The
Google?
same.
Well, we can, someone Google. Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much.
And she had difficulty like pronouncing certain words because she was like, but it's not the same in English. And I'm like, all you've known is like a complete different language that doesn't have the same letters. So that's why it's really confusing. And I think like with me, yeah, I grew up learning both Arabic and English at the same time. So I automatically just kind of separate the languages. Do you get it? Like I don't like, I'm not like, oh, this might be the same or whatever. Like I treat French as a completely different like thing. But anyways, we actually proper digressed into languages. I don't know how that happened, but anyways. So you said you grew up in Coventry for a few years. How long was that?
That was from, I want to say year 1 or reception up until year 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember much of Coventry?
I actually do remember a lot of Coventry.
Oh, really?
That's when we stayed with my oldest uncle's family.
Okay.
And at that point they were having the first child, so I was almost like an older sibling, and it was really nice being in a big family dynamic as well. They have now got 8 kids, so a lot. Yeah, but like, you know, Sudanese people, they love having a big they love a big family. They love a big family. My mum was the opposite. She's only had like 1 or 2, but one of the main things that sticks out to Coventry about, like, to me is that it's got a large Sudanese community.
Really?
Yes, it's got a really big Sudanese community. Like everyone knows each other. Everyone like relates to one another. And it was nice seeing so many people alike to me growing up. Yeah, I really did enjoy Coventry. Coventry was a lovely experience as a child.
Yeah.
However, I'm very happy that I had the rest of my life in London.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because Coventry is so small. It's also got the small town negative side to it. Especially knowing what the Sudani aunties can be like. Like now, yes, big bombastic side. I honestly,
I do this like the office type thing. Like I'm zooming into my face.
It's like needed. I'm so glad, like, just from that sentence, you know what it's like. Because like sometimes when I'd be like a teen and I'd visit back and I'm like, what's wrong? Leave me alone. First of all, you're not my mother as well. So
don't even. This is what you know what, yeah. Oh,
I felt that in my soul.
The blood is boiling because I'm like, don't try and act like, oh, can you believe your daughter's doing this? Oh, your daughter's like that. Your daughter's like this. Don't irritate me. Yeah, I'm not sneaking around like you other kids, and don't try and make it seem like I'm one of those people that are like rebellious or whatever. Like, I'm living my life, and that is it.
Period.
Regardless, even if I was rebellious, what's it to you? You're gonna write in your journal? Like, what's going on?
It's literally just the hype. They do like to talk and gossip.
Yes.
It's very unfortunate, especially seeing how much it can actually affect a person. Because it's a thing where, like, if they've been shunned upon, they're literally outcasted from the society. No one wants to speak to them. No one wants to interact with them. Everyone's just talking bad. And instead of actually helping them, it's just always a negative. And I've seen that kind of happen with my mum as well, which was really unfortunate. And she didn't deserve that. Like, she's a great person. But of course, because of these type of perceptions that they already have, or I think that's just what they're like, maybe sometimes just at the end of the day. But
I hate to say that that's what they're like. I don't like saying that because the thing is that, for example, your mum has been like, you know, like outcasted, right? My mum has proper been outcasted the moment she stepped into this country. And like, I know a lot of girls that have said that about their mums, and I'm just like, right, but I think it's because all the people that don't want to judge other people don't have like this megaphone syndrome where they want to be like, look at me, I'm not judging other people. So like there's a lot more noise coming from judgmental people, and there's a lot more noise coming from like
way too much noise. Please
mute
down. You get it?
Like, change the channel. That's the thing. Like we get a lot more noise from them, and that's why people are just like, ugh, all of them are like that. But there's been like Sudani aunties that I've spoken to that are just like, oh man, like I'm tired of this. Like let kids do what they want. Do you get it? Like, and it's just kind of like, okay, we don't see a lot of you. We just have like this massive WhatsApp group chat of everyone being like, you know, like chatting a lot of crap about people who are much, much younger than you, by the way. Like much, much younger than you.
Oh yeah,
half your age,
yeah.
So it's a bit weird.
That's actually honestly such a good point.
Yeah.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Facts. Where is your money? Nowhere to be seen.
Real.
So how was school growing up? Like I don't know if you have much to say about Coventry, but like in London, how was school growing up?
School growing up was interesting. I had a good time.
Nice.
Considering what it was. So basically where I'm from in London is North London, but I live on the outskirts.
Okay.
As in, like, when I tell people where I live, they're like, that's not even London. And I'm like, please, it's on the line. Respect me. I'm in London. I promise you.
I'm laughing at how many people try to be like, I've seen so many videos being like, just give up, like you're not in London. Like it's so hilarious.
No, but they're kind of telling the truth, because when I moved to East London for my first year of uni, it was a huge culture shock.
Oh,
like,
really?
Like huge culture shock. Like if anyone knows about East London, especially Ilford, yeah, you guys probably already know.
We already know.
Yeah. But yeah, where I live is a lot more quiet, a lot more residential. There's so much greenery. It's vast, like tropical island. Yeah, real island. Yeah. But like if you drive 50 minutes down my road, like you're out of London essentially.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So as a result, I was in a predominantly white school.
Okay.
There was mainly white and also Greek people and Turkish people. And I want to say maybe there was less than 20 black kids in a group, or maybe like 120 maybe.
Okay.
But it was fine because I was able to find really good friends that I still cherish to this day. There was some like weird experiences that happened along the way.
Yeah.
You meet some interesting characters in the dynamic of a predominantly white school.
True.
However, I would definitely say I like lucked out with my secondary school experience.
Good.
Like it isn't bad or it isn't negative to other people that I've spoken to about.
Nice.
But yeah, I think it's kind of like what we were speaking about with the education. Like sometimes with the child, it's very easy to ignore them or to overlook them, and it kind of resulted me in just like coasting along in school. Like I'd just be there because I'd have to be there, but did I really care? Did I really have anyone to look up to, or did I have any representation like that? No. So it was kind of like a struggle. But yeah, regardless, like school shaped me. School was alright.
Yeah, okay.
School was fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
So did you feel like there was any like, you didn't feel like there was any expectation like put on you, maybe
in relation to school,
or maybe like when you grew up and like you started becoming a woman, you know?
I would definitely say there was like an expectation to do well, but I would say that's because my mom's like a first generation like immigrant.
Okay, yeah.
So when your child has now been granted like good education, where you obviously like want her to do really well, and the thing is like I would never be in trouble. One thing about me, I was a good child.
Oh, yeah.
I was a good child. I would never give my mum stress. Like I was way too scared of.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared of my mum, but I was way too scared of like disappointing her or making her feel bad. Like even the thought of bunking school would like exit my mind. Like I couldn't even.
Oh,
The only time I did it was on the last day of school when we had GCSEs.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't count. That's the only reason why I did it.
Didn't actually do it.
But I was always like kind of average like in my classes, and that's my mum was okay with it. Like,
Yeah.
as long as I was doing fine, I wasn't in any trouble, she was okay. She was like, she would always be supportive of me,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah.
That's great. So I think like with the expectation, you felt like, you know what, like my mother will not feel disappointed with me if I just, you know, do what I want to do with my life? Or is it kind of like, you know?
You know what? I would say yes.
Yeah.
Because above all, like, my mum has always made it clear she just wants me to do happy. She wants me to live an honest and good life in whatever way, shape or form that may be. Like, as long as it's me, it's fine. Because of course, like, growing up, she's had people like try to control her or try to tell her what she can and can't do.
Yeah.
And it's incredible that she's like breaking the cycle and essentially like allowing me to do whatever. And I think it's really good when a person gives you freedom from a young age, because I'm not now thinking about the bad sides, or it's not making me want to like do too much and go above and beyond like in bad ways just to prove a point or to be sneaky all the time.
That's lovely to
Yeah,
hear.
it would mainly be like more pressure on myself than like put from
external. Okay, yeah. Because the thing is that I think a lot of the time, people have parents that are like, we just want you to be happy, but
they
be
don't really
happy
mean it.
this way, please.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? And my parents were definitely like that, by the way. They actually constantly said, we just want you to be happy. We just want you to be happy. But then like, whenever like I'd stray away from how they wanted me to mold me, it would kind of be like, oh, but why are you doing this way? Why are you not doing it the other way? So I think what's important here is that your mom didn't just tell you do whatever you want that makes you happy. She also showed you that that's okay.
Definitely.
And I think that a lot of people have this thing where it's like their parents are like, yeah, they just want me to be happy, but you know, I'm just gonna struggle through 6 years of medicine and that's how I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know?
But one thing I will say is that when I was in secondary and also for my A levels, I did sciences. So I did biology, chemistry, and sociology. And I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really have like much guidance and support in terms of what I wanted to do in the future. And I ended up going with business law, because at the end of the day I was like hell no to sciences. I don't want to see an atom or any type of equation a day in my damn life. Over and done, literally like dusted. And I picked business law, and the only time my mum ever challenged me was when I came to her and I told her, yo, I can't do this anymore. Like, this is not for me. And I switched to something completely different, which was interior design. And she was telling me, because you've already done the year, just continue on for the 2 years and get it out over and done with. I was like, I don't think you understand. I was like, bro, like I can't. like literally the second term I'd be doing my like actual hand in, and I'd be like looking up other courses to do at the same time. I was like, I can't do this. No, but, like, I'll finalize it, but I can't do this. And she was like, she was essentially worried for me that I was doing such a big change, but what was lucky is that she still trusted me at the end of the day. There was a bit of like riffraff,
of course,
between, but she trusted me at the end of the day, and it's worked out great.
I mean, she's a parent, of course she's gonna be like, wow, you're just gonna change this straight away. Like, she's not gonna be like, whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
No, fair enough. And like, as you said, like when she said, oh, try out the next 2 years, it's like, I'm sorry, mom, you don't understand. I am struggling. I can't even do another month of this sort of thing. Like, it's like
even to do them assignments. Whew,
tough. It is tough. And to wake up to go to a lecture that you hate, it's not for the weak. Like, it's actually horrible.
It's so boring.
Yeah.
So boring.
It's so bad.
So boring. I hope you can like feel it from the way that I'm like emphasizing my words. I hated those lectures so much.
No,
it was real. Not. It was goodbye.
Thanks. Okay, so what helped you, do you think, find yourself in the environment you grew up in?
Ooh. I would say something that definitely helps me was the fact that I had to become independent from so young. So of course I'm from a single parent background. So I in a way kind of had to become a second parent, because I had to, of course, always pick up my sister after school, always make sure that the house was okay and in order. And I would never really ask my mum for money ever since I got a job from like 17.
Yeah.
And it's because I felt bad taking it from her.
Yeah.
But from that, it's like it's taught me the hard way, like how to really manage my money, how to really be appreciative of like what I've got and my finances, and to really like work for what I've got.
Yeah.
And having such like an incredible role model from like just being in a background like this, it's taught me the type of person that I like want to be, because I've got such a great example in the way that I treat others, how I speak to others, how I also learn to like put myself first in situations, and to always stay true to my character. So I would say that part of my life has really shaped me into the person that I definitely am.
Yeah.
But another thing was like, ever since I was young, I've always kind of been like the out there kid, I guess.
Yeah.
And that would be, I would always love to express myself with my hair, first of all. I'm not gonna lie, I'm God's favorite.
Yeah.
Knowing that my mum is a hairdresser, my mum like
100%,
always does my
yeah.
hair, and hair is a big part of my identity.
Yeah.
If you see me like in the next 2 months, I probably would have changed my hairstyles like 2 to 3 times.
Yeah.
So I've really learned how to develop myself on my outwards expression, and it's just fun. I feel like it's a good way to get to know me without really knowing me.
Yeah.
And it's just developed over the years, just finding out different niches, different interests that I'm actually into, because yet again, I think I'm figuring out these things more that I'm older than I'm younger, because I didn't really have like special privileges in order to get that from young. And it kind of does like get me down like quite a lot. I'm always like, oh, I wish I knew about this from when I was young. I wish I started from when I was young. I wish I tried more things out when I was young. But I still remind myself, I'm still young. I'm literally still young. I'm still young. And I'm happy that I'm starting to learn these things at this age, because I'm taking it more seriously. I'm literally finding out more about myself. Like, I've taken up aerial sports for maybe the past 6 months now. And I'm like, at the beginning, I was like a literal baby. I didn't know how I can handle it, how I could also take on people's instructions as well. And I'll be real, I give my instructor a tough time, because she'll tell me to like move my leg, and I'll see like the leg right in front of me, and I grab onto that one, but she needs the one behind, and I'm like, but I didn't know, like, you need to be so specific, because like I barely know my lefts and right sometimes, like
my days.
things, but
you gotta do it shit at first. Like, that's literally how it is. So it's so for like, you just have to do it bad at first, but like, you've done it for a whole 6 months. That's amazing.
Oh my god, I'm so strong now.
That's
like
amazing.
At the beginning, she'd tell us to do warm-ups where you'd have to like hold onto the fabric and pull yourself up. I could barely do one. Now I can do like 5.
We love to see it.
Yeah,
professional. Good stuff. Oh my days.
Yeah.
Okay, so like going back on like the cultural talk, did you feel like any pressure to like reject your culture so you can like be yourself?
I wouldn't really say so. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to think of how to answer the question.
It's okay.
Could you ask me one more time, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you ever feel like any pressure for you to reject like Sudani culture or Sudani community just so you can finally be authentic or just be yourself in the end?
No.
Okay.
And I say that is why I'm happy I grew up in London instead of Coventry. Because I know for a fact if I grew up in Coventry, I would definitely be a completely different person to how I am now.
Yeah.
And that would be because of outward influences, probably talking to my mom and then it affecting it in me in some way, shape or form. But at the same time, my mom's one of those people that stands on business.
Yeah.
Like she knows, she doesn't allow her thoughts or her morals to change or be skewed by someone else's perspective. But it's just like when I visit auntie's house, like uncomfortable situations like that, I know would have affected me like growing up.
Yeah.
And that probably would have caused me to reject Sudanese culture in some type of way. But
Yeah.
now I try to embrace it even more, whether that'll be with jewelry, food, especially scents.
Yeah.
One thing about Sudani people, they know how to smell good.
Yeah, facts.
So it's just like all of these different things I'm now like making it a part of me, and I can really appreciate it because I can ask my mom about these things and actually take it on myself instead of rejecting it, because it's cool. Like it's cool. Like Sudani culture is cool. It's incredible.
Cool.
And people need to know more about it.
I feel like we have no representation.
We don't have any representation. Like that's why I was gonna say I feel like it's kind of hard to reject something that there isn't really much out of.
Yeah.
And people don't really know much about Sudani culture, so they can't make fun out of me about it, I guess. If that makes, you know?
I think like with me it was a different type of thing where it was like, you know, it seems as though all like I said, it's more noise coming from the judgmental people. So I just kept being like, well, I don't want to be like these people, and I'm a big advocate of like birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
So I just felt like if I involved myself in that community, suddenly I would be the type of person to judge other people. And it also happens with like anyone. I literally judge people by their friends. I'm sorry. Like if I see that your friend is like, you know, like, I don't know, I'm not going to say anything, but if I see that your friend is not the type of person I want to be around, then I'm going to start judging you because of it, you know? So anyways, I just literally started rejecting the community completely because I was like, I don't want to be like you guys. And also like I've just had loads of experiences where I think that subconsciously in my head I was like beware, like this person might like fuck you over, and it's because they're Sudani, you know? And it was a really horrible thought to have because at the end of the day I've been fucked over by every other culture as well. It's not just Sudani people, but I think that like subconsciously I just kept thinking like, oh my god, like this is what's gonna happen. But
my mom is still kind of like that.
Really?
It's really sad. Like you every time I tell my mom that I've met like a Sudani girl or I've become friends with someone, she's always like, make sure you're careful, please beware, like all these things. And I'm like, I hope you do know that because of you I know how to suss out people well. Of course people will shock you, people will surprise you, but I can sense these things.
No, that's good that you can, because like with me, I am still learning. There's some people that I literally speak to and I'm just like, this seems like such a cool person, bro, like this and that, and all of a sudden I find out that they've done something that's really horrible against me.
Yikes.
And it's just like, but anyways, next. So this is a question that kind of links back to the other question. Have you ever had to like defend your version of authenticity to anyone being like, piss off, like this is who I am, like don't.
Yes, of course, as you can see I've got a lot of piercings. So and
beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. And I've had all of them mainly from the age of like 16 to 18.
Oh, okay.
So that's when like and please like bear in mind, even to have a nose piercing, even though that's a very big thing in like Sudani culture, I had to fight for years. Fight for years to get this piercing. And then when I finally did, like even though I should be such a hypocrite, I'd be like, bro, like you've got one yourself. Like, what do you mean I can't have one? So of course it's the thing where she'd just tell me like, oh, you need to be careful, or like you're too young, which of course I get it. And basically my mum would just be worried about how others would perceive me because of my piercings, which is okay. Like it can happen. Like unfortunately piercings can have certain like stereotypes to a person. I feel like it's changed a bit more that we are in the age that we are now. But I would say maybe that's been the only thing.
Okay, that's nice. No, I've never had to defend it because I literally was just like, this is what I want. Like I never had to be like, oh, but this is gonna make me feel better, this is that. Like I'm just like, this is how I feel pretty.
Like I like it and it looks cool. I want it.
But like with the nose piercing, I definitely had to like proper like, please,
God,
I'm begging you.
And now my sister can get a piercing so easy,
don't
and I'm like, I hope you know I really ran marathons so you could just walk to the finish line. Goddamn.
And the funniest thing is that they don't actually appreciate it. They're like, oh, no. Whatever, man. Like, come on.
When
we
I
have our struggles too.
Younger sibling syndrome is real. So any of you younger siblings out there, guys, please be more aware of what you're like. Please make your elder siblings' lives just a bit more easier. A little bit, please. A little bit.
Please. Okay, so do you feel like there is still a lot for you to learn about yourself?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, again, as I've said before, I'm still so young. I'm learning so much about myself every single day, every single year, with new people that I meet, new interactions that I'm in. Also, different cities that I've visited also kind of brings out a different person within me. Yeah. Which I think is absolutely incredible. And I know for a fact I've got a lot to take on in terms of like my other hobbies. So I just always want to be constantly learning, constantly revising, just so I can kind of have a cool brain book of like anything that I'm like really into, just so I can share it with other people and talk to them about it, because I like people that have fun facts. Fun facts about things they genuinely care about and are interesting. I would love to be one of those people that can just do that and also engage like in conversations with like-minded people that genuinely understand, and I'm educated enough to actually speak on those topics. Because one thing about me, I never ever speak on something I'm not well educated on, just so I don't look like a fool and I'm not trying to prove a point that I clearly don't really understand.
Oh my god, same. Oh my days, how many times have I literally been like, I don't know anything about this, why are you trying to argue with me?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like when people are like trying to be like, okay, let's have a debate about this, I don't know what you're talking about, babe.
I can replace myself with a brick wall for you if you'd like,
because there's no difference.
Especially when they try to argue, I'm like, I've already said I don't know. What's your problem? Leave me alone.
Like, it's okay to be uneducated about something. If you just don't know and you've never heard of it before, don't try and like bring up a point that you think you might resonate with, because like you will, first of all, look like someone who doesn't know what they're talking about, but also like I hate forming an opinion without not knowing. Like, I don't like it. I just really don't like it. I think it's always best to get to know what you're talking about.
Fact check your sources as well.
There's
like, when like people will really talk on something but they just got their sources on like TikTok or like Reddit.
Literally.
Like, come on, where are your books? Face your books, please.
The thing is that even when someone tells me they read a book from somewhere, I'm still not going to tell you that this is valid, like, because any Tom, Dick and Harry can write a book. Do you get it?
It's true.
I can write a book right now and tell you that we're all actually aliens and just publish it. You know, like the type of stuff that they're saying, it's giving like conspiracy theory from YouTube 2008. Like,
once I was stuck in an Uber car drive where one of the guys was a clear conspiracy theorist. And what he was saying was kind of interesting, but it was also like crossing the fine line of just completely insane.
Oh my God,
So it was entertaining, but I was like, wow, you actually think like this.
I mean, like, for me, I'm so interested in conspiracy theories. I'm always like, like, what's going on here? But then like after a while, I'm just like, back to reality. Like, I have to like go to work, you know, like I'm not gonna sit here like trying to figure out everything, you know. But it's kind of funny. But as you said, like, you still have a lot to learn about yourself. Me, bruh, like, there's so many things that I've only just realized I'm good at, or I've just realized I like doing. And it's just like, I don't know, we have so many years still ahead of us, God willing. We have so many years that we can find out who we are, what do we like, and all of our opinions can completely change.
100%.
Isn't that crazy? And I also think that, like, if your opinions don't change, you're not growing. And I think that, yes, I'm quite like, I'm opinionated. I'm very like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no.
Love that.
But it's so weird. Some things that I would like die on a hill for 5 years ago, I'm like, girl, relax. Like, do you know what I mean?
Happen.
And I'm not saying that if your opinions like are still the same about certain things, it doesn't mean you haven't grown, but there should be like a few things that are still like evolving for you and still changing. your viewpoint, because yeah, I think that's just the best way to go about it, to figure out yourself rather than just like stay in the same
100%.
spot.
Always figure out yourself out, expose yourself to new things. Yeah, again, so you can continue to grow and become different. And you honestly, like, you never know, you might find that one thing that will completely change your life.
Yeah.
And you'll never know unless you actually go out to go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
So,
I can't wait to figure it out. I mean, who knows if I ever figure it out.
That's literally okay.
Yeah.
Honestly and truly, just live your life
cruising,
day by day, as long as you're, you know what, enjoying yourself. That's what matters. Exactly.
So what advice would you give to someone trying to reconcile their culture with their personal truth?
I would say, if you're, as in, like, if they're not really exposed to it, or they are exposed to it, or just in general.
So I think that the issue that I had personally is like, there's this culture and I'm like, I love Sudani culture, but I feel like I can't be part of it because of who I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you have any advice for someone who wants to kind of mix those two together to kind of become their full authentic self?
I would say in a way, kind of do research, like really look into your culture, see what like stands out about it. Yeah, again, whether it be food or jewelry or clothing or textiles or just anything of the sort. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else.
I also think like traditions as well.
Traditions
like,
are so important.
Sudani bridal dance, like I'm dying to do it, by the way. I'm literally telling my white boyfriend like he's gonna be there like with
I really love that.
Yeah. I think definitely like research is a good point, especially like ask your mom, ask your auntie, ask your uncle,
speak to people in the community that you know are part of it, especially elders as well.
Yeah,
like I can't wait to see my grandma, just so I can really talk to her and have like a nitpick into what especially Sudani like life was like when she was younger.
It's a complete different Sudani life.
I know,
different Sudani
I know. Yeah,
definitely. And I also think like make Sudani friends, as much as like you have this idea of like the community is going to be so horrible and they're going to be judging me.
I don't really have that.
I know you don't. It's just the advice that I'm giving.
Okay.
The advice that I'm giving. It's like a lot of this, like with me personally, like I was just like, oh, the community, like they scare me. I think definitely still do reach out and have Sudani friends. Like even our mutual friend Nurhan, like I literally at first was like, I'm so scared to be her friend, but then like I just found out she's literally an amazing person.
She's so sweet.
She's lovely. She's
Nurhan.
lovely.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, like I could do this. I can make Sudani friends, and it definitely keeps you in touch with your culture to have Sudani friends as well. Even if you're not like locked in with them all the time, still just having them there is a good thing.
Yeah, because it's nice when you like meet someone and you're able to relate to them, or you can say something and they understand it, or again they know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One last question for you. Do you have any TV show or book recommendation for the audience?
A good animation show that I would recommend, even though it's already pretty known, is Rick and Morty.
Nice.
Rick and Morty is funny. I love the development of the actual main character. You'll see how it changes, and it's just funny, lighthearted. A lot of iconic episodes. So I would recommend.
I literally always quote, "Let me out. Let me out." This is not a dance. I don't know why it's stuck in my head.
It is. That's a good episode. I would recommend. Shout out to Young Rick. No, Baby Rick, or
Young Rick, something like that. Pickle Rick, who knows?
Pickle Rick is also a good one.
Yeah, and I love how anxious Morty is. He's so cute.
Yeah, again, he changes a lot.
I need to start watching.
Yeah, I do recommend.
Good stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for your recommendation.
Thank you for having me.
Loved having you on. It was amazing. So guys, make sure to like, comment and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Make sure to follow me and give a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.